Good morning, Trump's family. Welcome back to my channel. Have a good day, everyone, and God bless you. Alright, folks, we've got quite a bit of news to get through. Judy Note. Code Red. Big announcement 2022. This is it. The hour is upon us. The storm is coming. They are not prepared. I am back, BQ. Here comes the sun. The best is yet to come. In the right moment, we act. Our mission never stops. The light has overcome the darkness. Rejoice. President Q. A note from the universe. When a thing hurts your eyes, stop looking at it. When it hurts your ears, stop listening to it. And when it hurts your heart, stop justifying it. I love you so much. The universe. The winds of change. Even the best planning cannot always account for the winds of change. Minds and needs change, so we need to be flexible, which just as important as having a plan in the first place. Q equals the greatest military intelligence operation of our time. Trust the plan. Military is the only way. Q. No one person is above another. We are in this together. WWG1WGA. Goldman Sachs and BlackRock have a massive web of financial holdings and insiders within the White House. These firms control the direction our country and frankly the world go. They have tremendous power the middle class is not aware of. I will expose and educate their power. John Durham. The Revolution of Healing. Advancement beyond the medbeds. In last 10 minimum of video she talked about a Humphrey of Filipino descent, who trained in Shaolin martial arts, and they together received an award from the Chinese Dragon Clan. Cabal elites continued to resign political positions across the globe. The world financial market remained in free fall. Pfizer documents on vaccine tests that the FDA tried to have sealed until 2097 were released on Monday, the 18th of July 2022. They have also released locations of DUMBs in every state and across the U.S. Deep underground military bases, tunnels and bioweapon labs. See the bottom of this report. U.S. train strike Monday the 18th of July. While in the UK there were severe tube and train delays in London as heatwave hits and all flights at UK's largest Royal Air Force base were halted because of heatwave complications. Global currency reset. Sunday, the 17th of July. Scott Mowry. There's a real lockdown on Intel because everyone's under an NDA. We're waiting for a Bitcoin crash. There are also very strong indications Germany will be joining BRICS, which could very well lead to the total collapse the European Union and Euro. Already over 2 billion people here just went into the gold-backed system of BRICS. Monday the 18th of July. Wolverine. More and more countries were participating in the BRICS countries. If Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman participates, it will be the end of the dollar. With Saudi Arabia's participation, 2/3 of the world's population will be able to buy energy in their own currency. Saturday the 16th of July. Mark Z. Iraq could publish their new dinar rate in their gazette on Wednesday the 20th of July. I am being told to have you focus on your projects and what good things you are going to do with your newfound wealth. Monday, the 11th of July. Bruce. Certain bondholders have been made liquid, though we're under strict NDAs. The rest of the bondholders were to be paid out within the next 3 weeks. There were about 20,000 bondholders and about 20% have received monies in their accounts, but not yet liquid. They were paying out beginning from the smallest bond accounts up to the largest bond accounts. Rumor was that the US was officially switched to the gold-backed USN dollar currency on Friday, the 15th of July. The trustee of the St. Germain Trust has already released money to certain accounts. Coach Jerry. I'm estimating that the Great Reveal, mass military action, coupled with us being at our appointments, will happen sometime before Saturday, the 30th of July. Reminder. No one, and I mean absolutely no one, knows the exact time and date that the global currency reset would be finalized, with codes entered for notification of Tier 4B, us, the Internet Group, to set redemption, exchange appointments, it dependent upon an earth-shattering event such as a global financial crash. The exact time would be decided by the military out of calculations of their quantum computer and based upon concerns for safety of the people. Trust the plan. Sunday, night the 17th of July. Scott Mowry highlights. 712-770-5402 access code 767664 #. A lot going on, Especially with the reset of the currency, all kinds of things really happening. A real lockdown on Intel. I'll share with you tonight, but it's been kind of a slow week when it comes to getting the information we would like to know because of NDAs. We are just waiting on a couple of things. First is the crash of Bitcoin, which the cabal were depending on to survive, which is part of the whole financial system, and the announcement of the Republic. Now this has been done in terms of a soft announcement, but it needs to be public. Christine Lagarde. She said on July 21, 2022, banking and international settlements will be having a switch flipped. Something big is going to happen, and this banking system is about to be flipped upside down. Don't be surprised if she pulled the plug before the end of July. I've not heard that, but I wouldn't be surprised. Developments taking place within the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, with Arabia, Egypt, Turkey, Italy and even Germany along with others also considering membership within BRICS. India, China and South Africa, who are rapidly rolling out a new economic policy to unveil a new global reserve currency. There are also very strong indications Germany will be joining BRICS. This could very well lead to the total collapse of the European Union and the euro. Already over 2 billion people here just went into the gold-back system put together in place to China, Russia, India. Michael Barr from Ripple will now oversee the Federal Reserve. He will be in charge of policies made of cryptocurrencies. Monday, the 18th of July. Wolverine. More and more countries are participating in the BRICS countries. If Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman participates, it will be the end of the dollar. With Saudi Arabia's participation, 2/3 of the world's population will be able to buy energy in their own currency. If the energy that Saudi Arabia imported was no longer paid for in dollar variant, but anyone could buy it in their own currency, this incredibly large market would be huge in dollars. There is no doubt that it will circulate and be paid for. The last death of the dollar. Also, the Fed is no longer allowed to print, so we can see that the stock market is in a constant decline. Therefore, it is almost impossible to invest infinite money and artificially restore it. In addition, BRICS countries are promoting nuclear disarmament. Global financial crisis. Swiss central bank moved its gold from Bern to a federal bunker in Kandersteg. Debt disaster. Evergrande suppliers release explosive joint letter, Asia markets. Hong Kong Stock Exchange Index drops 6 Chinese property developers. Kramer ringing NY Stock Exchange Monday opening bell, Twitter throwing fit. Why the globalists are terrified of Trump's relationships with BRICS leaders. Lobster is down across the board. Wells Fargo and Indus Payments have been merging for some time now. The Indus Payments platform is an asset-backed platform on the QFS. It is becoming increasingly obvious that a gold-backed international digital banking system is emerging. The full implementation of this digital asset financial system is closer than you may think. It is the reset that changes everything. This is a week of several transitions about to take place in the markets and banking system. You will want to watch this one very closely as it pertains to paper currency shifts. On July 25, Zimbabwe is introducing gold coins into their economy that can be used for cash locally and internationally. Liquidity and tradability. The coin will have liquid asset status. That is, it will be capable of being easily converted to cash and will be tradable locally and internationally. The coin may also be used for transactional purposes. In Malaysia, Petronas says taking steps to protect global assets after seizure of Dutch central bank finds Binance €3.3 million. Blockchain firm executes Russia's first digital asset deal with Palladium. In China, a major financial crisis is unfolding. Chinese citizens in 86 cities are boycotting mortgage payments towards their homes. Chinese censors are erasing documents about this boycott, not Dutch farmers, but Swiss farmers pointed out the most wanted globalists. Netherlands, the light is shining on those who had previously in the shadows. Dutch farmers are awake. They know the World Economic Forum is behind the farmland grab and they're naming names. Those who had previously in the shadows are being exposed to MF global food, fuel and goods shortages. Gas prices in Saudi Arabia compared to the United States. Saudi drivers are paying around 62 cents a liter in the kingdom for fuel. And yet the US has been pumping more oil than Saudi Arabia since 2018. But it's Putin's price hike. London weather latest. Severe tube and train delays in London as heatwave hits. UK halts all flights at largest Royal Air Force base because the runway has melted amid heatwave. On Monday, the 18th of July, oil price rise after Biden fails to secure Saudi output increase surge to more than $100 a barrel. Russia's Gazprom declares force majeure on natural gas deliveries via Nord Stream 1 to Europe. White Hat Intel 911 and Masera. 23 farmers filled a case against the federal banks to reclaim the property of their land and discovered by accident the huge fraud the New World Order was running under the two constitutions. Bill Clinton was supposed to sign the SARA into law on October 10, 2000. Let us consider what happened with the creation of the National Economic Security and Reformation Act, the SARA. The act was passed by the United States Congress on March 9, 2000, and then sent to President Bill Clinton for his signature. President Clinton signed NASARA into law on October 10, 2000. And it was to be enacted the morning of September 11, 2001. Remember what happened on that date at the Twin Towers in New York City. At that point, NASARA, as with any legislation, so acted upon, became a law of the land. But wait a minute. No one wanted to enforce it. Why no one wanted to enforce NASARA? Because this law required the unpermitted removal from their government positions of all those who had deliberately acted outside the Constitution of the Republic. July 12, 2020 to B regime controlled by China. Forbidden knowledge. For years, the B family has enriched itself by selling access to the U.S. government to China. For Hunter's entire adult life, he has been the bagman for his father's lucrative treason. In the aftermath of the storm, Elon Musk was being used by the White Hats and Trump to bring out disclosure. Musk was placed by the White Hats in the military for many reasons. The military couldn't bring discus or direct, as it would cause chaos and infighting inside the military branches, plus go against Department of Defense laws. The military technology Musk and the White Hats have designed was connected to future phones, banking, world peace, and Coursera full implementation of events. This was much bigger than you could fathom, and the reason Trump said we must protect Musk-L Special Forces Intel London Bridge is falling down. We are seeing so many fires in London right now. The fake news is reporting that the fires are related to the heatwave the UK is currently experiencing caused by climate change, which we know is a complete hoax. The hot weather is an excuse to take down the tube tunnels and dumps. In the last few days there have been 4 major fires in the City of London. The latest is a major fire at Eaton Place in London, very close to Westminster. Very concerning indeed. London pub fire. 125 firefighters fighting the fire in the basement of the Admiralty pub in Trafalgar Square. London fire. Thick smoke billows above Eaton Place as firefighters battle huge blaze of fire has broken out at a block of flats in Belgravia, central London. Parliament dumb tunnel. Information from our Jane with over 30 years military experience. Under Westminster's Parliament, there is a huge dumb and tunnel system with winding tunnels extending out of the city limits. Access is via the New Victoria to Blind, the Intercontinental Hotel in Park Lane, Buckingham Palace in Hyde Park Tube Station, all part of the maglev system. London Underground closures. The number of tube stations that have closed in just 3 years. More information on London Underground closures. Fires. London dumps tunnels. Secret underground Britain maps for first time. New documents reveal maze of tunnels hidden beneath Britain streets. David Mahoney has had 3 different sources confirmed that some 35 FBI agents turned up outside Parliament last week during the resignations. Why would the US agency storm the UK government? Please follow the lovely Bridget for more updates on what is happening in London. She is our boots on the ground. Thank you for watching the video. I wish you a